Today I will give you a little update about life in Japan. Moin moin, my name is Martina. I'm living in Japan. Japan is my home because my husband is Japanese. I wanted to do a video about February in Japan, but there is too much going on to keep up in the moment. So as you all know, we had Typhoon Hagibis in Japan 2 weeks ago. And within 10 days, 2 more typhoons were announced. For Typhoon Hagibis, I had to prepare a lot, tying up loose items around the house, and parked my car in a shopping center. So I'm on my way and bringing my car to the next city where I can park it in a huge building, because I think the typhoon will hit us hard. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. You feel already that the typhoon is coming. So I'm at the car park, and there are a lot of cars already parked. You can see that they're expensive. I will show it to you. Because where our house is located, we assumed Typhoon Hagibis will make landfall in front of our doorsteps or on our doorsteps. The difference to other typhoons was that we this time taped our windows. Not only us, you could feel a worried and anxious expectation around us. This was the first time for me that I took a typhoon very seriously, and I couldn't sleep. I was so nervous, and NHK told us to go for emergency shopping. So I went. During my shopping, I realized many shelves were empty. Oh, it's really nuts. And I really lost track of what I actually wanted to buy, and ended up buying plaster, bandages and batteries for 15,000 yen. So the weather forecast told us that we have to worry from 3 p.m. onwards, but nothing really happened. Raindrop here and a raindrop there. That's about it, I would say. The wind was strong, but nothing compared to a storm at the North Sea in Germany, so what I was used to at the North Sea. But everything changed at 6 p.m. The winds picked up, and we got more and more blackouts. But the power was turned back on within minutes. Different to Typhoon Faxai, where we were left 1.5 days without power. I taped the storm from inside the house. My husband on the other side watched rugby, reruns and drank beer. The only thing what stopped him from that was the occasional blackout. But as I said before, after a few minutes the power was back on. My son called from Germany and asked how it is, and we talked over an hour, me reporting about everything flying by the window, which wasn't much because everybody was well prepared. After the typhoon was over, my neighbors and us, we were all so relieved that we almost hugged each other. No serious damage. A flower pot tipped over. The dog house and our 2 garden armchairs were moved to the neighbors, and my wisteria bush was a little bit damaged. That's about it. Others were not so lucky. Bit by bit, the news reported about the damages around Japan. A lot of damage. I wanted to go and volunteer. Here in Japan, a lot of people helping. Within the neighborhood, the JSDF, Japan Self-Defense Force, students and many other people. However, everything is written in Japanese, where we're interested in. What was interesting, the social service offered an insurance for volunteers. And if I got this correct, volunteers get the ETC free. So if you drive there, you don't need to pay ETC, which is interesting. However, within the next days, the next 2 typhoons were announced, sometimes referred as double typhoons. My usual relaxed and chilled approach was suddenly out of the window after my experience with Typhoon Hagibis. Well, here in Japan, you give numbers to typhoons. It's easy to see how many typhoons are in a year. I bought sand to put it into my flower pot and on my garden armchairs to make them more heavy. I don't want to be the one irresponsible and not secure garden furniture, flower pots or whatever we have in the garden, because this item can damage in a typhoon the neighbor's house or fly through a window or whatsoever. Luckily, typhoon number 20 disappeared. And typhoon number 21 might miss Japan. We get maybe heavy rain. This rain might be a problem. Yeah, but winds maybe not so much. So at the same time, the enthronement of the new emporia happened. It was announced for the 22nd of October. And the public was about to see a glimpse of the new emperor and the empress. It was planned that they drive through Tokyo. They made this also a public holiday for Japan. After Typhoon Hagibis, the emperor household announced that this drive through Tokyo will be postponed to the 10th of November. My husband and myself, we were not sure if this public holiday now stands or will be postponed to the 10th of November. Does he has to go to work or not? So this was a little bit confusing. He followed only the Rugby World Cup. Between that, Japan lost against South Africa, which was very sad. You saw many sad faces in the Japanese fan crowd. So the first day after Typhoon Hagibis was very beautiful. Blue skies, warm, hot weather, like a summer day. But the day after, the weather changed rapidly. It got so cold. If you haven't lived in Japan you store away the winter clothes because of space. So you change in your wardrobe from summer to winter, from winter to summer, and store away the clothes from the previous season. It was that day all clothes were too cold and I needed to change quickly to winter attire. I'm changing from summer to winter clothes and I had to get this one. So as you can see, you can put your clothes inside into this plastic, make it so small and put it here. But additional what you need is also this dry pad. So in case it opens up somewhere and mold comes in. As you can see here, this is from last year. Some mold came in and it damaged here some of the clothes I was storing, so you have to be very careful with that. I also put a lot of weight on. I had to go shopping for new clothes at Uniqlo, especially for the winter season, some warm clothes underneath. Yeah, here's some molds, a jumper, another jumper.
And pants.
I like black. On the day of the enthronement, the news reported that one plane with a guest for the emperor made an emergency landing at Haneda Airport. Well, one can only assume who it was. Now coming to the enthronement, my Japanese husband wasn't interested at all. I was a little bit surprised about that. He has deep respect and he always is very happy talking about them. But for the enthronement, no, he didn't want to watch it. I was interested, but sitting in front of the TV, well, it was at the end not that interesting. Sorry for that. It was also my birthday last week. And my husband surprised me with a drone, a DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So I guess soon you will see a lot of drone footage. I'm very happy about it actually. For such a long time I wished I can get a drone, but now I have it, so yay! Thank you for watching and I see you next week Thursday, and this time for sure, if there is not another typhoon, I will tell you all about February. See you, bye! Tschüss!